Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Are you building a nextjs project and you have a requirement to do something special during build time while completely skipping it for runtime? For today's demo, I'm going to use the old pages directory structure. This will help understand the reason. You can use the same logic with new version of nextjs that uses app router. As you can see, this is a simple demo app. I'm using getStaticProps for pre-rendering of pages. This implementation revalidates a page after every 60 seconds. You might know that getStaticProps is called both during build time and revalidation. So if I want to do something different during build time, I need to find a way to identify and differentiate between build and revalidate. Next.js provides few environment variables. This is not as explicit in the documentation. So I'm going to show you GitHub code in Next.js repo. This file is called Next.js constants, and you can see there are some environment variables, one of which is phase export. Then second one is phase production build. Then we have phase production server, phase development server, and phase test. We are going to use phase production build, which works just fine when your website is building. Now going back to the code. In this case, I'm going to use phase production build, which means that our page is building. Please note that it might return undefined during dev mode. Let's simply put it to test. Add a console log here before getStaticProps starts. Console.log. The next phase is equals to process.env.next_phase. I'm going to save it, go back to our terminal and run npm dev. Now we'll see that in the development mode, this is going to return undefined, as I said earlier. Let's open this in our browser. Once it compiles, you'll see next phase is equals to undefined. I'm going to close the development server. Let's go back to the code. Everything is fine. Let's try to build the page. I'm going to run npm build. Now here we'll see the value is exactly how it is declared in this page, phase production build. Next phase is phase hyphen production hyphen build. Once you see this here, that means our logic is correct. This is working. Now, last thing left is to add the implementation part. First things first, let's import the constants from next constants. This constant will be called as phase production build. Then, of course, in real world, in a real application, you are going to create a utility function. I'm just going to add the logic here. Feel free to create a utility function for your code for a better code review. If, let's create a constant first. Constant phase is equals to process.env dot next_phase. Now we are going to add the logic. If phase is equals to phase production build, that means this is the build time. I'm going to simply log it in the console that it works. This is app building. Else other, do something else. Console.log, runtime, let's go back here. I'm going to revalidate using pnpm build. We see that next phase is phase production build and the app is building. The logic is correct. We can also try it with pnpm dev. Refresh this one. And we see that next phase is undefined. Like I said earlier, this doesn't work for the development mode. So to conclude, Next.js provides few environment variables that you can use to identify if your app is running in build mode and utilize it to modify the behavior as you would like. That's all for today. I hope this helped. Please follow my channel and continue to show your support. Thank you.